Good morning, everyone. Thanks for being with us here for CBS 8 Plus Extended Forecast. I'm Evan Irani, and we are starting off our week with very similar conditions to the way we ended our weekend. Overcast skies, a dense marine layer stuck with us for a good portion of the day on Sunday. It kept our temperatures a little bit cooler than average, and we continue on that trend as we head into the beginning of this week. It looks like it's not until about Thursday into the weekend that we'll see some notable changes in the forecast in the form of warmer temperatures, clearer skies. Take a look outside. This morning we had that dense layer of clouds overhead. In some cases, some mist, some drizzle, fog, all playing a role in that what should be more of a May, gray, June gloom pattern, but as we know is already taking shape here in the month of April. So hour by hour, where do we go? Well, we do see those temperatures climb. We're going to start to see them break apart, those clouds, and that'll yield some sunshine. By the time we get to the afternoon or so, low 60s expected as our forecast highs. Those temperatures are still cooler than average. So although we will make it to the low 60s, it'll be a pretty mild afternoon compared to the morning. We're transitioning in that direction, and it's going to take some time to get there. And in the morning, it can be chilly before we get more sunshine and warmer temperatures by that afternoon stretch. It's all thanks to this long wave trough of low pressure. It's way up to the north of us, and it's not bringing us any wet weather. You can see all that green pretty contained too. Way northern California, Oregon, Washington, south of San Francisco, it's all dry. However, what we are seeing is an increase in onshore flow, and as this trough makes its way inland, those pressure gradients tighten. Those are those lines that you see there. And what those lines mean for us is as we see a dramatic shift in pressure, we see a shift in our wind. Our wind speeds are going to pick up, wind gusts are going to pick up, especially off toward the mountains and deserts. That's going to be the trend for tonight all the way through Wednesday. And then after Wednesday, winds die down, skies clear up, and temperatures build. That's all because of the ridge of high pressure that's behind it. So this ridge keeps pushing farther off to our area, and as it does so, it's going to amplify, meaning it's just going to build. Pressure rises, it prevents the buildup of clouds and that marine layer, and instead replaces it with some warmer temperatures each afternoon all the way through the weekend, as well as those clear conditions. So that's the plus side of the forecast, is there's a little bit of everything for everyone in it. This morning, we're still working through those clouds, a little bit of drizzle. By the afternoon, we'll see wind gusts accelerate across the mountains and deserts primarily. That's where you see the purple and red start to pick up from Julian and farther off to the east. Along the coast and inland, you're still going to notice a breezy day out there for this afternoon and Tuesday afternoon. You'll see those purple shades start to build, double-digit wind gusts for Tuesday. However, it's off and on versus consistent over the mountains and deserts. It's also much more windy across the mountains and deserts, and that's why we have a wind advisory in play through Wednesday at 5 a.m. It's across that portion of the county, but even along the coast and inland, we can all learn from it in that it'll be breezy, and we'll see that that wind dies down after Wednesday. Also after Wednesday is when we see that boost in temperatures. Today, mainly upper 50s and low 60s. Really, Del Mar is the standout in terms of the upper 50s. They're one of the coldest spots on the map for this afternoon. 60 for Oceanside, 62 for San Diego, 66 in El Cajon. And then for Borrego Springs, warming up nicely to the 80s for your afternoon today. When we look at the 8-day, here is the relief that we see on hand. So the weekend, I imagine, is going to be a place that a lot of people are headed to, is going to be a time frame, I should say, where a lot of people are headed to the beach. 70, 72 degrees, likely going to peak on Saturday. 81 inland. It'll feel much more spring-like by that stretch. However, between now and Wednesday, we hold on to the morning clouds, we hold on to the cooler temperatures, and then we see that boost. So not going to happen all at once. We have kind of the first half of the week still under this gloomy, cooler, more mild weather pattern before things start to warm up, give us a bit more spring, maybe even nearly summer-like weather. Hey, for all of you headed out to Coachella, it's weekend 2, Friday through Sunday, 90-degree temperatures in play. Warmest day is going to be Saturday. This goes for our San Diego County deserts, but it also applies to the San Bernardino and Riverside County deserts, so Coachella Valley too. Looking along the mountaintops, we climb from the 50s for Tuesday and Wednesday all the way to the low 70s by Saturday. So we all see notable boosts in temperatures and also more clearing in terms of the cover in the sky. And looks like after that, things are a bit uncertain. We do all notice a cool down from Monday, Tuesday into the beginning of next week. However, what we're questioning is whether or not that'll mean any real wet weather. Right now, it seems like zonal flow will be set up to succeed in that time frame, and that means temperatures drop back down to about normal. Couple clouds passing by, no dramatic up or down in temperatures. So we'll keep an eye on what conditions look like into the beginning of next week. But right now, that ridge of high pressure seems to be the dominant weather feature for at least that Thursday through Sunday stretch or so. And then we'll see some changes in the forecast. But 8-day forecast, that is dry with the exception of some misting and maybe light drizzle, not even really measurable amounts through the morning for Tuesday and for Wednesday. You can find more on this forecast, cbs8.com/weather. We appreciate you being with us this morning. I'm Evan Irani. Have a fantastic Monday.